place again. All kinds of blinds and billings, all kinds of blinds MT.com. Not as cool as it was on Thursday, about 50 to 60 Eastern Montana now. Mid-90s in Billings later on. Blinds and billings, all kinds of blinds MT.com for a variety of blinds, vertical blinds, the rooming shades, the mini blinds, and ask about repair as well. All kinds of blinds and window film for security. All kinds of blinds, MT.com. In the Red Line Computer Studios in West Billings. LivinLargeLarry.com on YouTube this morning. Live and tune in smartphone app for your Androids and your iPhones. That's a free download for you. Tune in, TUNEIN, one big long word.
Jay Johansson with us, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue in Billings. The Athlete's Foot, Jay.
We also got the Jordans. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s.
Jay, the Athlete's Foot in Billings is the Jordan King.
Oh, yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. I was just telling another one of your friends that not only we're a hip store that services the community. You got that?
Yeah.
We're a hip, family-owned shoe store that if you just need great shoes, come see us. If you need the best shoes, come see us. If you need the shoes no one else has, and I'm talking no one living large, Larry, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking no one in Billings. I'm talking no one in Denver. No one in Minneapolis. No one in Seattle. We got it. Because my big brother, my owner, Intersport, check them out, largest sporting good company store in the world. They got us the account. We're number one.
I wear the books. I wear the Jordan. My family shops the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue. Jay, thank you very much, sir.
Hey, living large, Larry, keep it up. You need great shoes, you know where to come. 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot.
And the Athlete's Foot on Facebook, too. Don't forget about Facebook. The Athlete's Foot on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot, Billings MT. Check us out. Peace.
Relay for Life, Friday. Yellowstone County Relay for Life for the American Cancer Society. Billings West High School track. It'll be a win about 93 to 95 late this afternoon.
Livin Large Larry live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
You know, the Yellowstone County Relay for Life is the 8th largest Relay for Life in the world. Little old Billings, Montana. It's pretty cool. Red Line Computer Studios next to the Wave Car Wash off King and 29th is where we are live on YouTube for now, and that'll be the podcast later on 24/7. Streamers all over the world pick out what they want to listen to. Newscast, weather, interviews with the mayor, Tom Hannell. City of Billings coming up, mayor calling all the way. Just that much. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. Appreciate that. 1,200 to 1,700 streamers average per month at livinlargelarry.com. And our forecast from Top Sandwich Company in Billings across from Shopco off of King Avenue West. And delivery, free delivery, even one sandwich. Try one sandwich delivery and catering at Top's Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. Between 80 and 90, and I'm looking long range here, the next 5 to 7 days, and the typical afternoon, late afternoon, evening thunder showers, thunderstorms all in the forecast through about this next Tuesday anyway. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings brings you our forecast at livinlargelarry.com. You can look at an expanded look. Click on the weather tab at the website, livinlargelarry.com. Top Sandwich Company, happy hour Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches are $5 at that time. Tops Sandwich Company. Big Wolves sponsor for the playoffs coming up on Saturday at Rimlock Auto Arena. So about 93 today, Friday, 91 Saturday, Eastern Montana, around Billings. And then actually on Sunday, it cools off to about 79. And then there are some upper 70s, low 80s for the first part of next week. So a little bit of relief from the heat coming up. All kinds of blinds and Billings, all kinds of blindsmt.com, sponsoring our weather button at livinlargelarry.com for an expanded look at the forecast. A quick look for you there.
Livin Large Larry live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
What's Happening segment, courtesy of Petrochemical and Refinery Inspection, Bighorn Inspection. Check them out at bighorninspection.com. The Movies in the Park with Vince Kiwanis taking the month of July off. So they had a good run in May and June, taking July off. The next Vince Kiwanis movie in the park is August 26th. And save the date, August 26th, for Finding Nemo, final event with the Vince Kiwanis at Rose Park. It's coming up August 26th. It is time now to get your foursome registered for the annual Mulligans for Memories for the Alzheimer's Association through Morningstar Senior Living with Williams. The Golf Scramble coming up on August 12th. It's the third annual Alzheimer's Association Golf Scramble. Mulligans for Memories through Morningstar Senior Living Williams. All the proceeds benefit the 2016 Walk to End Alzheimer's. The event will happen at Lake Hills Golf Course, Billings Heights, and the deadline to register is July 15th. So you want to get your foursome all signed up between now and the 15th of July for the August 12th event. Talk to Alicia at 690-8687, 406-690-8687, coming up next month. Slide the City back in Billings in September. The largest water slide fun ever seen. Back for the third summer in Billings, Montana. Slide the City. You can search them out on Facebook. Facebook.com/Slide the City. All one word. Slide the City. Their block party coming back to Billings in September. September 24th, 2016, music director Ann Harrigan kicks off the Billings Symphony Orchestra and Chorale season with Just Dance. And you can search them out, Billings Symphony Orchestra and Chorale. Again, September 24th kicks off the season this fall. Summer lunch programs continue through the School District 2, and the YMCA has their own program going as well. But the Billings Public Schools Summer Lunch Program at many parks rotate throughout the summer through August 12th. Pioneer Park, Central Park, South, Gordon, Crow, Arrowhead Park, Castle Rock Park, North Park. Those are from noon to 1, Monday through Friday. After the summer school, the after school summer lunch programs going on. Relay for Life coming up this Friday, July 8th, Billings West High Track for the American Cancer Society. Relay for Life. Get a little area at the American Cancer Society office, 1903 Central Avenue, July 8th, Billings West High Track for Relay for Life. And if I'm not mistaken, Billings, Wilson County has the 7th or 8th largest Relay for Life in the world each year. It's pretty impressive. Things get going about 5:30 or 6 at a Billings West High Track this coming Friday, July 8th with Relay for Life. And one final, what's happening around the area, the Mustache Dolls Junior Roller Derby League. The girls are having a fundraising car wash coming up this Saturday. Starts until about 3 or so. Some dirty vehicles wanted. The Mustache Dolls fundraising car wash is up at Master Lube on King Avenue West. And starts at 11 o'clock Saturday. What's happening around town? What's going on? It is brought to you by Bighorn Inspection. Petrochemical and Refinery Inspection. BighornInspection.com. So much needed relief this weekend. We're looking for another dose of chill, if you will, at N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, suite number 4. My wife and I pretty much, for the most part, go together each time. And we make it a duo-free weekend. Make sure you ask about the duo-free Tuesdays at N2 Cryotherapy for arthritis. If you're an athlete and you've got the aches and pains of working out and you've got a big track meet coming up or a baseball tryout, give N2 Cryotherapy a try at N2Cryo.com. Log on, very user-friendly website. Learn more about cryotherapy as an industry, and in particular N2 Cryotherapy in Billings at 805 24th Street West, suite number 4. Also Saturday hours till 2 p.m. A true coupon book, a coupon magazine. It's actually the size that you can actually read through and see what's offered and see the prices. Practical couponing with hometown values, savings magazine. Maybe you've seen it. It comes through the mail to your house. Don't toss it. There's hometown values magazine for each section of Billings and Laurel. Look for Hometown Values Savings Magazine, and the most recent issues have been mailed to you. Check it out. Give it a try. Hometown Values. Carrie's Massage. Yeah, new place for a massage. Carrie's Massage. Check her out. And she's at 928 Broadwater, Suite number 204. Been open for a couple of months now and offering great services. Swedish, deep tissue, hot stone, prenatal massage. Not every massage therapist does prenatal massage. Carrie's Massage does. And if you're a new customer, and you get $10 off any offer, any service that Carrie's Massage has available for you. Carrie's Massage, you can check them out on Facebook, and the walk-ins are fine. 928 Broadwater, and going Suite number 204 for Carrie's Massage. $10. New season, new haircuts. If it's time, I get my haircut every 6 weeks from Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights at 2225 Main Street in the Heights. The best $10 haircut you'll ever have. And Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, they're trained to be barbers. Basic haircut, $10, 10 minutes in and out. Jim and Austin's Barber Shop, 2225 Main in the Billings Heights. Proud supporters of the Billings Wolves for 2016. And like them on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barber Shop in Billings Heights.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Volkswagen settlement. The mighty 790 AM, 94.7 FM, KGHL News. I'm Livin Large Larry. Montana Department of Justice officials say about 2,800 Volkswagen and Audi owners in Montana will benefit from a legal settlement over Volkswagen's rigged emissions test. Owners of the affected diesel vehicles will receive a restitution payment of at least $5,100 and have the choice of selling their cars back or having them fixed at Volkswagen's expense. The DOJ's Office of Consumer Protection, the Department of Justice, will also receive more than $2 million from that settlement. Increased bear activity in Glacier National Park has prompted the closure of Hidden Lake Trail from the Logan Pass Visitor Center to Hidden Lake until further notice. Bears have been frequenting the area, so if you're on the road for the weekend to Glacier, keep that little footnote in the back of your mind. A Billings area man was killed in a head-on collision on the Crow Indian Reservation. The crash happened about 11:35 p.m. Wednesday on Secondary Highway 418 between Billings and Pryor. Yellowstone County Deputy Coroner Cliff Mahoney says he could not release the victim's name until his family was notified, and autopsy is planned. A federal appeals court has ordered the release of the founder of the Yellowstone Club, who has spent the last 14 months in jail for contempt of court. The 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals on Wednesday granted Yellowstone Club founder Tim Blixeth's emergency motion for release pending his appeal. It was not immediately clear when Blixeth would be released. An investigation is underway to the death of a 57-year-old inmate at the Missoula County Detention Center. Authorities have described as medically related. The Missoula County Sheriff's Office says that Arthur Hawks was found unresponsive in his cell last Sunday when jail officers were serving lunch. And aggressive firefighting tactics and more favorable weather have allowed crews to lift an evacuation warning for about 200 homes near a blaze southwest of Hamilton. The evacuation alert near the 2.2 square mile observation fire had been in place for 203 homes since June 28th. Lightning sparked the fire, which is reported on June 24th, and is 30% contained. Ravalli County Undersheriff Steve Holton said Wednesday it's unlikely anyone will be forced from their home. Uber is set to launch its services across Montana next month. A company representative says the August launch will kick off with a series of events in several Montana cities. The Public Service Commission had given Uber permission to operate statewide back in December. The approval came after the legislature passed a law that made changes to the state's motor carrier laws. The 8-month delay in getting the service up and running in Montana was caused by a state investigation into whether Uber drivers will be classified as employees or independent contractors. Well, the Uber representative says its drivers will operate as independent contractors. And in sports, time's up for the old NBA shot clock. The league will debut a new timing system and shot clock this week in Vegas during the NBA Summer League, which will then be integrated into all 29 arenas for the 2016-2017 season. The league says the new clock will feature the game clocks, 24-second, and timeout, the first time they've all been in one piece of hardware. The NBA introduced the shot clock for the 1954-55 season and has been positioned on top of the backboard since 1977. That's all going to change this coming up NBA basketball season. Look at state, regional, news, and sports. Montana at 5 and the mighty 790 AM and 94.7 FM KGHL. I'm Livin Large Larry. Jay Johansson with us, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue in Billings. The Athlete's Foot, Jay.
We also got the Jordans. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s.
Jay, the Athlete's Foot in Billings is the Jordan King.
Oh, yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. I was just telling another one of your friends that not only we're a hip store that services the community. You got that?
Yeah.
We're a hip, family-owned shoe store that if you just need great shoes, come see us. If you need the best shoes, come see us. If you need the shoes no one else has, and I'm talking no one living large, Larry, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking no one in Billings. I'm talking no one in Denver. No one in Minneapolis. No one in Seattle. We got it because my big brother, my owner, Intersport, check them out, largest sporting good company store in the world. They got us the account. We're number one.
I wear the books. I wear the Jordan. My family shops the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue. Jay, thank you very much, sir.
Hey, Livin Large, Larry, keep it up. You need great shoes, you know where to come. 3839
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Had a chance to speak with Mayor Tom Hannon, Mayor of City of Billings, for a mayor call and jam-packed information here on the show. LivinLargeLarry.com. From the Redline Computer Studios, West Billings, we're across from Goodwill off of King and 28th. The Redline Computer Studios on YouTube and TuneIn smartphone app and all kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, MT.com. It's going to be a warm couple of days here, 93 this afternoon, Friday afternoon, 91 Saturday. However, Sunday, between 79 and 81, some relief. Thanks to all kinds of blinds. MT.com. Keystone Mortgage is a sponsor of our replays on the show. Keystone Mortgage, downtown Billings, at the new location right across the street from the pub station. Ask about their new loan tracker. You can see everything, including rates, lock dates, personal notes, and documentation. It's private to you. The loan tracker through Keystone Mortgage Company in Billings, downtown.
Mayor call with Mayor Tom Hanel, City of Billings. First of all, I was just looking over, waiting for your phone call, looking over the City of Billings vision statement. The Magic City, a diverse, welcoming community where people prosper and business succeeds. That's pretty cool. I don't think a lot of Billings residents knows about that vision statement. Maybe you can speak to that for a second.
You know, Larry, I'd be happy to, and I'll say this, that being a part of the draft for that vision statement gives me great honor. And we've tried very hard to adhere to those specific terms. And the question of how many people are familiar with it, I guess I would respond with the fact that I wonder how many local citizens that have the ability to view our website, the City of Billings website, because obviously our mission statement is clearly publicized on our website, but all of our documents, our letterhead, our agenda for our meetings, things such as that, it's on all of that. So we try and get the word out the best we can. We promote it very strong. We try to abide by it in our everyday activity, our business activities, having to do with City Billings. So it's a very good point. I would love it if it came up more often for discussion.
Yeah, well, maybe we can push that through the rest of the year here from time to time at your meetings. But it's just a great vision statement. I thought I'd bring it up today on the show, so there you go.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It took a lot of energy and some thinking, and several of us got together and decided that would be the most appropriate words to to do business by.
So talk about the new City of Billings website. How's that development coming?
You know, it is developed. It's in operation. We're getting a lot of favorable comments. It's a little more detailed than the previous website. You've got to follow it a little bit closer. Once you navigate your way through the initial opening, the information waiting for you is just phenomenal. There's anything and everything you ever need to know or learn about the City of Billings. Put you in contact with any specific city department for services and whatnot. So far, it's coming across very well. A lot of favorable comments.
So the City of Billings City Council had a work session on Tuesday because of the holiday. On July 5th, you have the work session, and there's been some discussion about a couple of traffic issues, if I can phrase it that way, the feasibility study.
Exactly. Yes, we did have. First of all, we started off with the Rimrocks to Valley bicycle pedestrian feasibility study, and this is through, of course, our planning department, our traffic engineers, but also with the assistance of Sanderson Stewart Engineering here in Billings. So a very professional document, very lengthy, many pages, but what it comes down to is the use of the rims, which, of course, everyone knows the rims when we speak of Billings, and the increased use as far as pedestrian traffic, bicycle type activity, and the accessibility of the rims. Presently, there's Zimmerman Trail and there's North 27th Street.
Right.
And if you're speaking of whether you're walking, jogging, biking, up either one of those, it can be very dangerous. They're very narrow passageways. There's a lot of traffic, and 27th Street, for example, has high-speed traffic. So what we're looking at is, with the increased usage and demand, how can we better serve our citizens by creating more safe ways of getting up and down the rims? Interesting enough, a lot of people may not be aware, there is near 17th Street West, north of Rimrock Road, there is a trail that takes you up the face of the rims. It's not in the best condition, but years ago it was used quite often, well known. So our plan is to address a trail on Zimmerman Trail, which would skirt along Zimmerman Trail, in other words, to the side. And then, of course, the same with North 27th Street. There's a trail that's along adjacent to the highway, off to the highway. And, of course, some discussion of painting the bike lane on the highway. That received quite a bit of, quite a bit of discussion. And then improving the trail that goes in off of 17th Street West, which, as I say, many people are not familiar with. All of those cost money, so we're going to continue our study, do some research on some available funding, and see if we can't enhance those to better serve our users.
You know, because usage of those areas you speak of, Mayor Hannell, will only increase over time. They're not going to decrease, so I think this is a good plan moving forward.
Well, that's just it. And, the rims are a landmark. They're used more and more often. We have a very good trail along the rims on the east side from 27th Street, North 27th, down to Main Street, but we don't have the best of access to the west of there. So all of this comes together within this study, and that's exactly what it is. No decision's been made. No money on improvements has been spent. Nothing's been even presented for approval. This is just a study to see what we can do, if there's any way to improve accessibility, make it safer for our users.
What was the public comment? Any public comment at the work session?
Actually, there weren't that many there to comment on Tuesday evening. So to share public comments on this, I don't believe there were any. However, there has been the ability to respond to an online survey, to attend meetings, several of which were organized by our planning department, and they had very good response, very good turnout at the meetings, and I would say that the far majority are in favor of improving accessibility.
What kind of response have you had, good, bad, the ugly, about the business affected by the Grand Avenue construction, the lack of business? And I know we've talked about this a little bit. I feel for those businesses over there, and I try to frequent them as much as I can off of Grand Avenue there.
Exactly, and I appreciate that, Larry, and I hope that we have some listeners that will do the same thing. Construction is very inconvenient. It's very costly, and it creates very much an inconvenience for businesses. In this particular case, the businesses out on Grand Avenue, this is a busy time of year for some of them. They rely upon the lock-in business, and this has been a serious effect. So it did come up for discussion Tuesday evening with the request that we try everything we can to create accessibility through there for traffic, even if temporary, but to get traffic flowing more so to help these businesses. We need them and they need us, and that's how Billings has grown and succeeded. And when they basically do not have access for an extended period of time, it's very serious, very detrimental.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, Mayor Tom Hannell with Mayor Call from the City of Billings, and we will get together and discuss more City of Billings business next week, sir. Thanks for your time.
Well, thank you very, very much, and I'm glad that we got through the 4th of July without any serious injuries. The calls for service, be it fire or police, were down just a little.
Good, yeah.
But, we thank the citizens for being as careful as they are and celebrating Independence Day in a good manner.
And we're on the verge of another weekend, so that's cool.
There you go. Well,
thanks,
thank
Tom.
you, Larry, and you have a wonderful day, and hello to your lovely wife, Carrie.
And say hey to Robin for us.
Thank you.
Mayor Call, usually every week. Mayor Tom Hannell carving out some time for us, and we appreciate that, to talk about City of Billings, Montana business here from the Red Line Computer Studios. Across from Goodwill in West Billings, Montana, off of King Avenue West and 29th. All kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blindsmt.com. Our quick temperature check for the weekend. It's going to be a warm one, at least for today, Friday, 93, 91 Saturday, and a nice and pleasant Sunday, about 80. That is camping weather, right? It seems everywhere you look there's values, there's coupons for this, coupons for that. But if you want the true value, get Hometown Values. Get it, well, it's mailed to your home. Thousands get the Hometown Values magazine, and it is the real size of the magazine. It's not the size of the palm of your hand. And look through it. Practical items, Hometown Values for each section of our area. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. It's probably on your counter right now, by the way, or your mailbox. Log on to myhometownvalues.com. Truly trained barbers, the experts at hair. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main Street in the Heights. I've used Austin as my barber at Jim and Austin's Barbershop for about 5 years now. The best $10 haircut ever. In 10 minutes, $10 in and out. You can even get your haircut over your lunch hour. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights. Find them on Facebook. And proud sponsors of the 2016 Billings Wolves.
Livin Large Larry live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
And our forecast from Top Sandwich Company in Billings across from Shopco off of King Avenue West. And delivery, free delivery even one sandwich. Try one sandwich delivery and catering at Top's Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. Between 80 and 90, and I'm looking long range here, the next 5 to 7 days, and the typical afternoon, late afternoon, evening thunder showers, thunderstorms all in the forecast through about this next Tuesday. Anyway, Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings brings you our forecast at livinlargelarry.com. You can look at an expanded look. Click on the weather tab at the website, livinlargelarry.com. Top Sandwich Company, happy hour Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches are $5 at that time. Top's Sandwich Company. Big Wolves sponsor for the playoffs coming up on Saturday at Rimlock Auto Arena. Carrie's Massage. Yeah, new place for a massage. Carrie's Massage. Check her out. And she's at 928 Broadwater, Suite number 204. Been open for a couple of months now and offering great services. Swedish, deep tissue, hot stone, prenatal massage. Not every massage therapist does prenatal massage. Carrie's Massage does. And if you're a new customer, and you get $10 off any offer, any service that Carrie's Massage has available for you. Carrie's Massage, you can check them out on Facebook, and the walk-ins you can find 928 Broadwater and Billings, suite number 204 for Carrie's Massage. $10 off.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Billings Wolves IFL playoff bound here in Billings. Playoff bounds, Moonrock Auto Arena Saturday against the Nebraska Danger. First playoff game in the 2-year history of the Billings Wolves. 7-5 for the kickoff. Chris Dixon, head coach Chris Dixon on. Here we go. Keystone Mortgage has moved to a much larger location. Keystone Mortgage is our underwriter for our replay of the show, our podcast. Keystone Mortgage, purchase, refinance, investment properties, second home, anything dealing with mortgages. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. And that slogan fits. Keystone Mortgage Company, Keystone Mortgage, KeystoneHomeLoans.com. They are locally owned and operated, and you can search them out on Facebook. Just type in the keyword, the Keystone. Thanks to Keystone Mortgage being our sponsor for our recorded visits with guest Coach Chris Dixon on LivinLargeLarry.com on YouTube this morning.
All right, Coach Chris Dixon, Billings Wolves. And before we get into playoff game activity and discussion, let's talk about Chris Dixon Sports, which you launched several months ago. How's that been going for you, sir?
It's been going great. Been offering the opportunity for kids to be able to, do the things they want to do in their lives, whether it's training to get better for sports, put themselves in front of college coaches, or, just an opportunity to get out their house and do things. It's been great to be able to offer, what I know and the knowledge I have to the kids in Billings.
Yeah, I mean, you've ingrained yourself, you and your family have ingrained yourselves in Billings for several years now. How many years have you been in Billings living here? Yeah, that's a long time. So you know what Billings needs and get involved with kids sports and stuff, and that's what you're offering. Is it boys and girls related, teens and young adults, or is it?
Yeah, on the football side, there's been a lot of boys. We got a few girls. We're trying to build Mighty football right now as a whole. We're working on the AAU basketball team going into next year. Being able to offer, girls and boys opportunities to give each other a chance for, college opportunities and so on. Our biggest thing is if you have a dream, why not help, someone, build that dream and really, get to where they want to get to.
Yeah, and I have a bumper sticker, a virtual bumper sticker in my mind that I always refer to, or oftentimes refer to, and that is this: it is never wrong to give back. And that's, I know this is, kind of like your livelihood, your business, your job, but you're actually giving back knowledge and expertise, and I think the kids appreciate it.
Believe it or not, I give more free things than I do getting paid, And so with that in mind, the opportunity to just give back to is great. But sometimes, it pays off, and
right.
It gives us a chance to build, in terms of financially. I give more free than I do whatever when I get paid.
And you're still surviving, so that's good.
Yeah, always.
So let's talk about football. IFL, Billings Wolves had a pretty decent regular season. The game, Spokane, Billings Wolves, Rimrock Auto Arena, that was on June 25th. I know a lot of fans, and of course you guys know, it probably didn't mean a whole bunch, but I think to a fan, a Wolves fan, I think winning that game did mean more than it probably looked on paper.
It means something for us. Being able to, get back to our law, get back to, winning ways. The first thing we need to learn is how to win. And if you learn how to win, everything else comes into play. Don't go into the playoffs not knowing how to win, And so we learned how to win again, and we finished hard, and so that's what we did.
All right, 2 years, Billings Wolves, and you made it to the playoffs, round number 1. At home, Rimrock Auto Arena coming up on Saturday. Talk a bit about that. Strategy, if you wish, or what the Nebraska Danger's like. What do you think they're thinking?
The thing is, like how we really talking about, second year we have our home playoff track. This team's in the IFL that's been here 4 or 5 years, and they don't have a home playoff track. And so I think that's one lesson that really just, it's kind of cherished. We have to do get to play at home. second we do get Nebraska, we get the opportunity to knock out what they call, in crap and champions. That's another thing we get to do, and they're a very good team coming in there. So, it's our chance to do a lot of firsts, the first playoff games, be the first to knock Nebraska off. The playoffs, they've been to the championship for the last 2 years. So, give our chance to do a lot of things.
Coach Chris Dixon with his Billings Wolves. Can you line up the brackets? I know you like to take one game at a time, but what does the bracket look like even on the other side of the conference?
Well, we got us in Nebraska, and we got Cedar Rapids and Wichita Falls, both winners. Livin, we go to Spokane. Everyone's got game go to Sioux Falls, and whoever comes out of our game with Spokane, if we come out against Spokane, we'll go to the other side, and if Spokane comes out and somebody beats Sioux Falls on the other side, they'll go to Spokane. So there's a lot going on right now.
How are the guys feeling, having a week or so off, getting ready for the playoffs?
They feel great. They're fresh. They're ready to fly around and, hopefully a big game win.
And with your experience, you can lend a lot to the guys. You've been in the playoff picture many times in your career. What do you say to the guys at this level of IFL football now?
Put football first. When you put football first, everything else comes into play. But they need to put football first, and that's all I've been pushing.
All right, and I'm hopeful that they're listening too, so that'll be fun and exciting. Coach Chris Dixon, Billings Wolves, as always, good information. We appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you.
Rimrock Flooring in business now going on 2 years on Central Avenue, and rimrockflooringmt.com. 3 stores for better buying power for you, and they're in the middle of a 10 to 60% off big spring sale going on. Rimrock Flooring on Central in Billings. Amber Gustainez, realtor with Second 21 Hometown Brokers, can make your dreams come true. The service area for Amber Gustainez includes Billings, Lockwood, Rowan, Joliet, Roberts, Red Lodge, Columbus, and more. Single-family homes, townhomes, lots, and land, whatever you're in the market for. Amber Gustainez, Sector 21 Hometown Brokers, and 406-690-5902. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blindsmt.com for a variety of blinds, vertical blinds, the Roman shades, the mini blinds, and ask about repair as well. All kinds of blinds and window film for security. All kinds of blinds, blindsmt.com. Movies around Montana coming up on livinlargelarry.com. From the Redline Computer Studios, we're here in West Billings, Montana. Thanks for streaming us worldwide here at livinlargelarry.com on YouTube. Tune in smartphone app. Names you can trust? Well, one in the automotive industry is Brown's Auto Service. 4 locations. They're on Broadwater, 1144 Broadwater, Brown's West Auto Service, corner of Rosebud and 20th Street. Automatic Transmission Company through Brown's Automotive. Downtown Billings at 13th Street North and 1st Avenue North. And the downtown Brown's Rebuild Center at 18th Street North and 2nd Avenue North. Over 60 years of great communication skills and service. Brown's Automotive, 60 years in Billings. BrownsAutoBillings.com.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Checking out news, we utilize KTVQ.com, Color8.com, and the Billings Gazette here on Livin Large Larry, livinlargelarry.com. And broad daylight shooting in Helena on Thursday. Shooting happened about 11 a.m. in the intersection of Bozeman and Montana streets between Montana and Roberts in Helena. The Helena Police Department says the victim of the shooting has died. The name of the male victim has not yet been released. At about 3:40 in the afternoon, detectives were still processing the crime, so you're no longer actively searching the area right now for the suspect in the same area. At this time, the law enforcement believes there is no immediate danger to the public. Possible witness to the incident said the suspect was wearing was wearing basketball shorts and long socks. White male. No further description is available at this time. Bridger Mayor Scott DeRuiter, 53, has been identified as the man killed in the ATV wreck in Bridger on Wednesday night, July 6th. The crash was reported to the Carbon County Dispatch Center about 10:30 Wednesday night. DeRuiter was riding his ATV west on West Park Avenue, made a turn into an alley toward his garage. According to Bridger Police Chief Mike Belcher, the ATV rolled. DeRuiter was found in the Bridger High School parking lot. Belcher said it was raining. At the time, the roads were slick. It's possible the ATV's tire caught in a rut on the pavement there. The Carbon County Sheriff's Office and MHP are assisting the Bridger Police Department with the investigation. Those who plan to stay at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center this fall may notice a change in their reservation. Hotel manager Ron Spence announced on Thursday the hotel is joining Spokane-based Red Lion Hotel Corporation. By September, the hotel will operate under the new name, Red Lion Hotel and Convention Center Billings. The newly transitioned hotel will open up in October. Ron Spence said the hotel's current 90 employees will not experience any changes to benefits during the transition. In fact, the hotel will remain locally owned and operated. As part of the transition, Spence said the rooms will undergo major improvements and 55-inch TVs will be installed in each room. Just some of the improvements as they partner with the Red Lion. Construction season is in full swing, and the next stop is Orchard Lane. On Tuesday, crews started the project that will widen the street and add much-needed safety features. The bulk of the construction right now is between Key Avenue and Mitchell, and crews plan to work south to north. For residents, the construction means limited access, noise for some, and yard loss too. But when the project's finished, there will be sidewalks for the length of the street as well as crosswalks and streetlights. Construction set to finish up in November. It's possible some concrete work will continue into the early parts of next year, but the bulk of it should be finished by November. Wendy's says hackers were able to steal customers' credit card and debit card information at over 1,000 of its U.S. restaurants, far more than it originally thought. The hamburger chain says hackers were able to access card numbers, names, expiration dates, and codes in the cards. Some customers' cards were used to make fraudulent purchases in other stores already. There are more than 5,700 U.S. Wendy's restaurants. Wendy's said on Thursday it would post a list of affected restaurants on its website. Well, as of Thursday morning, the list wasn't posted because of apparently technical difficulties. With the busy summer months still ahead, visitation to Yellowstone National Park for the first 6 months of 2016 increased 10% compared to the previous year. Visitation for June alone was up 7%. Park rangers point to the National Park Service's Centennial Year marketing and tourism promotions by the state of Montana and Wyoming and lower gas prices as influences in the record number of visits to Yellowstone so far this year. Still a lot of park to see it, a lot of time to see it in this year. A surge in ticket sales pushed the value of the Mega Millions jackpot to $540 million on Thursday. It's a winning ticket. It is claimed following Friday's drawing. The winner can choose to take the total jackpot in annual payments over 29 years or opt for a one-time payout, about $380 million minus taxes. A Mega Millions drawing has not produced a grand prize winner for about 4 months, causing the jackpot to swell to record levels at $540 million. It'll be the third biggest Mega Millions game ever. Well, good news for you. LivinLargeLarry.com.
Look at you, we're burning up from the middays.